Dr. Toyland.
All right, can we take a look at this guy right here? This is Kraggnar from the Mythic Legions, Cosmic Legions line. Now it's not a Mythic Legions line. This is a Cosmic Legions line by Four Horsemen. There we go. And this dude is awesome, and he is big, and he's basically like Four Horsemen's way of saying, hey, this is our new line. This is our flex, and this guy is badass because, dude, you look at him online and he's like, okay, he's cool looking, but then he arrives and you're like, wow, he's freaking massive and heavy and just super, super detailed. I mean, listen, if you're gonna have premium toys for premium prices and all that stuff, and I've seen things way more expensive than this guy, that are just not nearly as cool, not nearly as good quality or heavy for that matter. I mean, this is just, it just feels, like a quality dude. Now I will say he likes to fall over a little bit because he is kind of heavy. He's got 4 arms. Ankles aren't loose. He's just top heavy, but that's okay. I would get some kind of stand for him. They do have like the holes in the bottom of their feet. Just find the right stand size, and I'm sure you can get creative. You guys, the whole community here is pretty nuts with stuff, right? So here he is in all his 4-armed glory. Now he does come with some options. So if you want him to, sorry, the bag crinkling, I have all his pieces in it. Over here. There he is. Okay. So he just come with an alternate head. This one's a little more laid back. I like the kind of gritty, slightly angry face. He more looks like, not that he's angry, he looks kind of like P.O. that you're messing with him. He's like, dude, are you serious right now? I got 4 arms. I'm gonna kick your ass. Come on. He does come with these back plates, so if you wanted to make him just a regular 2-armed guy, you could take off these arms and put in the back plates, and then it should blend right in. I like him with the 4 arms. I kind of, I got him. He actually is reminiscent, and again, I don't remember what the line was, but back in the 80s, there was a like a laser tag set, and they came with the things you could wear as a kid, like the gun, and then you had this these 2 figures with like they were laser tag people. One of them had this like he had like 4 or 6 arms, this orange guy similar to this, and the figure was, I recall it being big. I was a kid, but he was probably maybe a little smaller than this, but yeah, he would look very similar. So I think maybe that's why I love this dude so much. He's just kind of reminiscent of that specifically, which I love. He also comes with some alternate punching fists, so in case you wanted him just to do some damage. And then he obviously has this smashing weapon. Maybe it's a laser weapon, who knows? It's got some coils on it. I threw it on the floor. That's okay, we don't want that right now. So here he is. Now I believe the story with this guy, that he was like, they fight on some kind of prison colony or prison pit. I didn't really read too far into the story behind them. I don't really care all that much, and shame on me, right? But he definitely looks like some kind of prisoner. Like, have him chained up. He's got this cool link back there. He's got some chains here. So if you want to chain him up somewhere, some kind of scenario, maybe he's into that stuff. Who knows? I don't judge. But he's got chains. Looks like this whole piece comes off. Now I believe, I could be wrong because I don't have it, but I believe the body is part of that blue dragon guy from Mythic Legions that they put out a little while ago. Actually, I don't even know if he's physically out yet. I don't own it, but I believe that's what that's from. But yeah, he's got this cloth good kind of undergarment right here, this belt. What I thought was super cool. Check this out, right? So he's got, take his hands off, and these things come off. So you could actually strip him down even further. You want to decorate him with something else, you want to change him around, you want to turn him into something else, you totally can. We'll get to that in a second. Let's put this hand back on so he doesn't feel so he's not looking for handouts. There we go. Humor. Okay. So it looks pretty badass without that too. Now the head, I guess because of this giant like neck, he doesn't really have a lot of movement on his head. He pretty much just goes like this. But again, when you're looking like this, You don't need to look many directions. But yeah, it doesn't really move well. There's not really to it. Let's see what's going on under there. Pop this guy off. Boom. So he's got this... I almost pulled that whole joint out. It's funny. So he's got this kind of a sturdier looking neck joint deal up there. And they're pretty much just regular heads. You can pop that on. Boom. A little more subdued. Again, we want our Kraggnar to be vicious and angry and all the good stuff that he is. Right. Boom. Very cool. Cosmic Legions, Kraggnar from the Four Horsemen Studios, right? If you're on the fence about picking this guy up because he's a higher price point than the other figures, I'd pick him up, dude. I don't know. Like me personally, if I had a choice between this guy and Slog, which I like as well, I would probably pick this guy up just because I feel like there's more you could do with him. You know, he's a bigger figure, but I don't know. I would get this. This thing is badass. So look at that face. A face only a mother could love, right? Okay, perfect. All right, so let's put him up next to some of the other guys, right? So let's go next to this little guy. So you could see just the size difference. I mean, this dude is freaking big. Right? Let's put him up next to her. I mean, so if you're looking to build a squad or looking to build a team or looking just for a big giant monster, I mean, that is the way to go. Let's sit him next to Walter the Man. Again, let's even put him up next to some of the other guys who look a little bigger. Like, for this guy is big, but he's nowhere near as big as this guy. So, I guess comparison-wise, this would be the size of like the ogres in Mythic Legions. I believe that's kind of the scale he is here. So just for a frame of reference, that's the size I believe he would be. So if you're looking to buy him for something specifically, you're looking to, whatever, just keep in mind he's like that larger scale. So a lot of his pieces and components will not match with these dudes. So you gotta, plan accordingly, or just keep him as is because he's awesome. All right, guys, enjoy. It belongs in a museum.